Hey Flosstube, it's Julie, the Gulf Coast Stitcher, back on Tuesday, April 10th for video number 2. I realized I didn't have my life together when I did my last video, and I didn't have any in my haul to show you guys or some additional goodies. So I had been asked via the website if I would please share this month's limited edition Victorian Motto Sampler Shop haul that I got. So I'm in the limited club, so I already took it out, which I should have never done because it comes so beautifully packaged. But I wanted you to see that this, it comes boxed in a lovely, like, taupe colored box with gold ribbon. I've already taken these out, so it didn't look near as good. You know how you can't pack stuff up the way you get it the first time. And here are my colors, and I'll go through them for everybody who's interested. Now, what's the difference between the limiteds and the primitives? So the limiteds are a little more vibrant. It even has like the padding in the box, like a jewelry box that you get. So the primitives are more muted, kind of like antique sampler colored, and the limiteds are more vibrant. And you can feel free to mix that up. If you email Nancy, you know, at the beginning of the month before for the next month and say, hey, you know, I think next month I want to do primitive, I'm sure she'd be happy to mark you down for that. That being said, just remember, you know, that she is going to dye, these are all hand dyed and hand carded, and she's going to dye and card up based on the orders. So, you know, don't wait till you get your invoice to let her know that you want to switch something. I think that that's just courtesy. So I'm going to adjust the computer a little. All right. So here they all are together, and this color's pretty true. This is dried grapevines, showing up a little bit greener than it really is. Favorite aqua. I love that. I think if I hold it back a little bit, it's truer. Pistachio green. This is awesome. And some of these, you know, there's no DMC conversion because they're a variegated color. Some of them there is. This one. Sunny Coropsis. Sunny Coropsis. I'm sure that is a beautiful flower. 726 is the conversion on that. Beautiful, like Meyer lemon yellow color. I love it. Slate Roof. Very similar to the old Salem that came out last month. Lucky Shamrock. I love green. Lavender Petals. Deep Rouge Pink. 601 is the conversion. Regal Orchid, and this is conversion 154. Look at that. This is why I love her floss. I mean, the saturation is just to die for. It's wonderful. Cocoa Bean 3862. I could think of a few thousand charts I could use this on. English Early Iris. It's like a purpley blue. It is gorgeous. Love that. And finally, Spring Blooms. So as I discussed before on these, they are 20-yard skeins. And once you start getting 20-yard skeins, then whenever you get a 5-yard skein from another company, it's like, it seems so dinky. So, people have asked a few questions about this. I'm not a representative of Victorian Motto Sampler Shop, nor do I get any kind of kickback or anything for sending you guys there. I just love her stuff. And that's what this community is about sharing and enabling and all those things. So I get the 12 pack. I think it's around, I'm going to say with shipping, it's about $32 for 12 skeins of 20 yards each. And there's no contract. You're not obligated to anything. If you get 6, you're going to wish you got 12. I will tell you that. If you get 12 and it's not in your budget to get that next month, you can always say, hey, I want to skip a month, or just move me to 6 this month. However you do it. Nancy is totally, completely committed to awesome customer service as well as I am, and she will take great care of you. I promise you that. So how do you order them? You email her at nbelgian@aol.com. I will link her email below. Or she does have an eBay shop, but y'all, the eBay fees are extremely high. So just email her directly, but you can always go to her shop and browse. That's kind of what I did. I browsed and then came up with a list and just emailed it to her. So you can absolutely do that. And also check out her blog. She does a ton of giveaways. She's wonderful about putting, photos of the whole process on her blog. And that's Victorian Motto Sampler Shop at Blogspot. So you can check that out too. So that's my Victorian motto haul. Hold, please. Water. I wanted to show, I talked in the last video earlier, just a few minutes ago, that I did a trial run with floss packs for Here Lies My Needles, which sold out instantaneously upon listing them. So I just wanted to show y'all my kind of floss toss on this. So Teresa sent me a piece of linen that she got, I can't remember where. It was overseas somewhere. It had a tag on it. I can't find anything about this on the internet, but the color's Rose Hips. So I think you can see that pretty well. So I did a floss toss, and since she gifted me this, I thought, that's the perfect fabric to do Here Lies My Needles. So here's my floss toss with all the called for colors on the Rose Hips. So there's 16 flosses, 16 colors needed. It won't take all of this, of course. We'll have leftovers, which is always great. But I thought that would look really good. So that's on Rose Hips. So then when I fell in love with this Rose Hips, because I had never seen anything like a color like that before, it's kind of like a pink with a coffee tea dye. I did a little shopping and a little searching on my own, and I found Weathered Rose, which is, this one is Zweigart 32 count in Weathered Rose. So this is very similar. It's just not as, the rose is a little more like a soft pinky purple compared to this one, which is a little bit redder. I say this has got more like rouge red in it. But this would be a beautiful choice if you wanted to so do that. These go good on this too. The model is stitched with 18th Century Brown by R&R and 40 count. I could only find it in 28 count, and honestly, I just didn't want to do it on 28 count. I've kind of graduated up from that a little bit, so but I already had my fabric, so it wasn't a big deal anyway. But in talking to Teresa, she recommended that maybe Weeks Cocoa would be a nice alternative. I did sell a few cuts of that just as a trial, and they went like that as well. Or any kind of like, just any kind, make it your own. You could do it on white. You could do it on anything you want. But I think that just the mood that it's like kind of paying homage to our tools that have already died, basically. I thought that the rouge color would be cool. But you could do it on anything vintagey. So also for my personal haul, I got cork, which I thought was really weird. I don't know what I'm going to put on this, but I think this is super interesting. Let's see. What is this called? Where's my bag? Sorry, hold please. Vintage cork. I don't know what the heck I'm going to put on it, but I liked it. So there's that. I got Weathered Rose, which I already showed you. And Dirty. I liked this a lot. It's kind of like, I don't know that you're able to really see the color of this, but it's kind of like a tan-ish green. Like a tannish green color. But this is 32 count, and I was like, I have 1,000 things I can stitch on that. If I can't find, I want to get some of that vintage pear from Lakeside Linen because I want to stitch the Home for the Holidays Cardinal from the Blackbird book. Get on the waiting list with me if you want that book. I'm just waiting for it to come back in stock. I have one copy that's my personal copy that I bought way before I did the shop, and I'm dying to get my hands on some more of those. But that Cardinal, I think it says like, I don't know what it says on it, but it's like big. Everybody's seen it. It's done on vintage pear, but this would be a good alternative to that if I can't get my hands on some vintage pear. Okay, so that's my little bit of stash enhancement. I wanted to show, I mentioned in the last video, this bag by Mama Joan. So this bag is, they were available on her Etsy shop. If she's out of stock, you can always message her via Instagram is how I get a hold of her. But I thought this would be cute just awesome for Here Lies My Needles. So this is called the Donna Ray. It's like engineered vertically. So you can put your chart, let me find a chart. So one of the little charts folded in half will fit in there nicely. So this is what my Here Lies My Needles is going in. I think this is one that she carries regularly, but it has really cute notions on the back. And then it's got some sweet sentiments inside. So check out Mama Joan for that. Also, I happen to know that she messaged me yesterday and said that she currently has 9 of the Eliza Bell Cox bags in stock. So this is a much bigger bag, like just so you can see in comparison. So this bag will fit our big old piece of linen that we're going to need or whatever you're stitching it on. This is my copy of my Eliza Bell Cox chart available at the shop. Fits in there nicely. It will fit all of the things that I need. So there you go. Mama Joan bag with the bird on it and a butterfly. I just love this. Thank you so much, Joan. I'll link the shop below. Don't forget you can get your needle minders from Heather, the Perfectly Imperfect Stitcher. I'll link that below as well. That's it. That was a short 12-minute video, part 2. I just wanted to show you guys some stuff I forgot to bring downstairs. So much love. Love all of you. I'm going to go grab me some lunch and come back and do some homework. I'll see you soon.